What is up, YouTubes and Rahman? Today, I want to talk to you guys about cortisol or the stress hormone. And before we get started, not a doctor or a specialist of any kind, okay? Just sharing with you my knowledge, what I think based on my research and my opinion. Okay, so believe whatever you want. All right, so we'll talk about the functions that cortisol has in the body, what cortisol is, and also the negative effects too much or too little cortisol can have on your body. Okay, so as I said before, cortisol is the stress hormone. Okay, so your body's response to stress would be to elevate or lower the levels of cortisol in your body. It is a hormone that is produced in your adrenal gland. Okay, and the functions that cortisol serves in your body is a regulation of your carbohydrates, fats, and proteins that you eat, and to determine how they are to be used and absorbed by the body. And it also helps you lower inflammation, regulates your blood pressure, increases your blood sugar, and it also regulates your circadian rhythm or your sleep and waking up cycle. And it also helps regulate energy in your body, helps release energy and make it available, and also helps in the storage of excess energy in your body. Okay, so like I said, your body's response to stress would be to elevate your cortisol levels. Okay, and this can have some negative effects on your body. Okay, so some negative effects of too much cortisol in your body would be anxiety and depression, headaches, heart disease, and issues with your memory and concentration, digestive issues, weight gain, and improper sleep. Okay, troubled sleep. And similarly, too little cortisol also can have some negative effects on your body, such as those pertaining to your skin. So it can lead to dark spots or appearance of scars, and also lead to skin folds. You might be feeling tired of all the time if you have too little cortisol in your system. You might experience some diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. Your appetite and weight might lower, and it can also lower your blood pressure levels. Okay, so it is very essential for you to maintain optimal cortisol levels in your body so that you ensure that your body is functioning well, and you do not suffer from any of the negative effects that too much or too little cortisol can have on your body. And why I particularly wanted to talk about it is because, as I said, in a stressful scenario, or if you've been under stress for a long time, your cortisol levels can be elevated, and this can hinder your progression with your fitness goals. Okay, because having too much cortisol would lead to weight gain, as we talked about, and it will also not be the most beneficial thing in terms of gaining strength. Okay, so it might hold your body back from getting stronger or gaining strength, so you wouldn't be able to progressively overload with your workouts in the best way possible. And too much cortisol can also lead to water retention. Okay, so you would not be looking your best or feeling your best. You would be bloated and retaining water, and that's not something that you want all the time, really. Okay, so if you're dedicated towards your fitness goals, and if you're doing everything right, and maybe you're not progressing how you're supposed to progress, then one of the factors that might be holding you back is the level of cortisol in your body. Your cortisol hormone, your cortisol levels could be elevated, which might be holding you back from the kind of progress that you should really be making. So if you're dedicated to your fitness goals, then it is very essential for you to be in an environment of minimal stress. Okay, so make sure your surroundings, your environment, whatever you interact with, and the people around you, they are such that your stress levels are at a minimum, and you're not really stressed about a lot of things, and you wouldn't tend to overthink or be anxious about things that shouldn't really matter that much. So, not only would this help you keep your cortisol levels at an optimum, and then your body would be functioning well because the cortisol would be responsible for regulating all the functions in your body that it is responsible for in the best way. And this will also not hold you back from your fitness goals. And another reason why you need to be in a stress free environment or in an environment that generates a minimum amount of stress is so that you can progress optimally with your fitness goals. And of course, the stress also has a lot of negative impacts on your mental health. So, make sure that you're not only training hard and being on track with your diet. If you have serious fitness goals, okay, make sure that you're also in an environment of minimum stress. And if you need to do certain things or need to take certain actions or maybe change your surroundings, then you would want to be in a place and around people which would keep your stress levels at a minimum, essentially. All right, so I hope you'll take some good information from the video and learned a bit about cortisol. We're not going into the technicalities of it, of how it really functions, but just an overview to give you some kind of an idea about what it is and also why you need to be in an environment of minimum stress so that you can progress optimally with your fitness goals. So let me know what you thought about the video in the comments. If you like the video, like it and share it with someone who might gain something from this information. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, I want you to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.